Chapter 246. The golden ant sat on the back of a large ant, exuding an aura of an emperor, calmly ordering his legion to search for spirit stone mines. Xiao Lam, on the back of the white tiger, loudly commanded the white tiger and its legion to set off. The white tiger roared, "Everyone will die." Meanwhile, the ancient crocodile king also led his followers, silently stomping his huge feet on the ground. In no time, countless mutated beasts had left the space of the divine tree and began their hunt. Suddenly, the divine tree sensed something. This presence had attracted the divine tree, making it wonder whether it should handle this matter personally. Unable to resist, the divine tree extended its roots deeper into the ground. Sure enough, the roots pierced through an underground cave, where there were countless purple spirit stones, which indeed had earth attributes. Furthermore, the divine tree discovered another fire stone mine just by its radar-like perception. It must be said that the divine tree's sensing ability had become exceptionally superior. However, the density of these mineral deposits left the divine tree somewhat astonished, feeling like a mouse falling into a rice jar. Subsequently, the divine tree burst into uncontrollable laughter, thinking that exploring this African land was indeed a wise decision. The eerie laughter echoed through every corner of the area. Instantly, this powerful aura spread around. The villagers nearby were alarmed, chattering that something had just appeared out of nowhere. The natives rushed out of their tents to observe, never having felt such an overwhelming spiritual pressure before. The village chief stepped out and tried to open his eyes wide to see. He saw a large tree reigning over the vast field. Damn, he had never seen this tree before, and it was so enormous, radiating a gentle, cool golden light. If one were to calmly sense it, they could even feel their body becoming more comfortable under this breath. The chief's son exclaimed, "Could this be the mutated tree from the Federation of China?" Despite being a minority group, they had some knowledge about this tree. Perhaps they had exchanged diamonds and ivory for iPhones. The chief was aware that the mutated tree was currently in Australia, and it couldn't possibly appear here out of nowhere. The old chief, with eyes as bright as the stars, commanded his people to go and investigate. He believed that only by seeing it firsthand would the truth be revealed. Subsequently, the tribe's mighty warriors began riding their war bears towards the location. As they advanced, the bears roared loudly, demonstrating their unyielding spirit. The old chief also instructed that if it wasn't the mutated tree, they should cut it down. In the capital of the barbarian tribe, the Barbarian King sat majestically on his stone throne. Below him, a man knelt and reported that news of a massive spiritual power had emerged in the bear tribe. The Barbarian King was a formidable transcendent fourth-order warrior, and upon hearing this news, he was astonished. His eyes shone like headlights, pondering if there was someone more powerful than him trying to assert dominance. The man added that the bear tribe had already dispatched people to investigate. The Barbarian King, now very excited, found this very interesting. Having been undefeated for many years, he longed for a worthy opponent. He then stood up abruptly, surprising the high priest, and decided that they would go and see who this powerful being was. On a high cliff, a white lion stood silently observing. This snow lion had also reached the fourth order, with a calm demeanor and blue eyes, intently watching the gigantic glowing tree in front of it. As evening approached, the light from the divine tree became even more alluring to all nearby creatures. Not only the solitary lion, but also herds of elephants, swarms of giant insects, and mutated snakes began to gather. Everything moved towards the divine tree. A snake hiding in a tree hollow hesitated, as it had always survived by concealing itself. Should it follow the others to the tree? All the creatures in the area felt the formidable presence, yet they were drawn towards it. From the largest beasts to the smallest critters, perhaps it was their instinct to protect their territory, wanting to expel this foreign entity. Or maybe the spiritual power emanating from the divine tree was such a rare treasure that every creature wanted to share. The divine tree was well aware of this. Countless powerful beings were approaching it. The divine tree knew that even a single leaf of its own was a treasure to these beasts. The divine tree squinted, contemplating how to respond. It then summoned its people, issuing orders to prevent the mutated beasts from getting too close. Misty Mountain was only interested in mining spirit stones and did not want to stir up trouble. Although most of its main forces had left to explore new lands, the remaining mutated beasts were still elite and formidable, so there was no need for excessive worry. The Ice Dragon remarked that it was surprising how many powerful creatures existed in this place. Cheesy counted at least a dozen fourth-order beasts. Snake Girl, feeling tense, squinted and observed closely, not wanting to engage in any battle at all. The Divine Tree pondered, contemplating whether to unleash a single devastating move to eliminate the approaching mutated beasts. Such an act seemed overly cruel, especially considering it had just become the hero of Earth. Was it right to massacre living beings in this manner? Two of its main forces, the Demon Bull and Tian Cam, the Thorn, were undergoing breakthroughs and unable to fight. The Demon Bull had been sent to the Lightning space, and Thorn to the Earth space, where they could not be disturbed. Abandoning this thought, the Divine Tree decided to let the remaining mutated beasts handle the situation. In the nearby forest, the sound of the bear-riding warrior legion's footsteps slowed. They cautiously advanced, one remarking that this place had once been a grassland, but had transformed into a lush forest since the tree's appearance. The leader ground his teeth in worry, increasingly convinced that this tree came from the Federation of China, as its power was overwhelmingly terrifying. Suddenly, a giant polar bear over 10 feet tall silently appeared from behind. Its presence had been masked by the aura of the Divine Tree, allowing it to approach undetected. With one bite, it severed the leader's upper body. By the time the others realized it, it was too late. They couldn't fathom why a polar bear was here. Another warrior urgently reminded them to focus on cutting a branch from the large tree. But it wasn't just one polar bear. It was an entire pack, fiercely charging at them. Meanwhile, the snow lion on the other side unexpectedly encountered the White Tiger's team on their exploration mission. The snow lion roared, and both sides exchanged sharp, dagger-like glances. The White Tiger suddenly roared, "All right, let's." But before it could finish, the purple tiger's roar overshadowed it. "Brothers, follow me." The tiger pack charged forward, leaving the bewildered White Tiger behind, lamenting that it was supposed to be the leader. Xiao Lam, seeing this, shouted, "Don't get emotional, charge ahead." Simultaneously, the hidden lions also attacked on the Lion King's command. The lead elephant trumpeted, signaling the attack. These African elephants were enormous, each step threatening to crack the earth. Opposing them were the mutated monkeys of Misty Mountain, muscular and robust, unafraid of the giant elephants. Thus, the two sides clashed, creating a fierce battlefield, with dust flying everywhere. The intense battle between the mutated beasts could be seen for miles around. End of chapter 246.